नमस्कार. आयच्या हेडोनात तुमकां सगळ्यांक येवकार. आज आमचे बरोबर असे गेस्ट असतात म्हाका दिसता आमचो पक्ष ह्या वेंचणुकेंत कितें करता हाजेर सगळ्यांचीच नदर आहा. तांच्या पक्षा कडच्यान म्हाका दिसता लोकांची अपेक्षा आसतल्यो, पूण लोकांच्या अपेक्षा प्रमाणे ते काम करतले काय कितें आनी नक्की कशें काम करतले. आमचे बरोबर आसात काँग्रेसीचे वर्किंग प्रेसिडेंट आदले मंत्री Alex Sequeira. Alex, sir, welcome to the studio.
Thank you.
Let me start with a very simple yet very crucial question. That whether Congress is open for alliances, because there has been too much table tennis on this. Sometimes you are, sometimes you are not. Sometimes people close to you say they want alliance. Sometimes people close to you say they don't want alliance. So, is this a deliberate strategy to keep everybody hanging, or you feel that things are progressing the way they should?
I don't think you're right there. I think our leaders, like Mr. Dinesh Gundurao, for example, has clearly said that we are in talks. As I had said earlier, it is like a marriage proposal. Proposals come. We have to meet somewhere. So discussions may be going on. But the truth is all this is being handled by leaders from Delhi.
Aleixo, the question is very simple. Whether in principle, Congress wants alliance.
I think Mr. Dinesh Gundurao has clearly said that we are in talks for alliance. So that means, in principle, we would be interested in alliances.
Whom do you think are the like-minded parties at this point of time?
Boss,
because there has been too much discussion on this, too much friction also on that.
No, I personally feel that as far as parties are concerned, they are talking across board to various parties. Whoever has shown an indication of wanting to talk to us, whether it will fructify into an alliance or not, I'm not in a position to say. But definitely talks are happening.
You're saying Congress is open.
Congress is open.
We know the parties, so let's go one by one. Because it's not a rocket science that there's some secrecy about.
Sure.
Let's start with NCP. NCP has been ally of the Congress in the past.
Not really, because last election we did not have an alliance.
Last election you did not, but before that you did.
Yes.
Even in 2007, when you got the simple majority, you were in alliance. So, is Congress open for talks with NCP? Number one, are the talks happening? And how are you looking at NCP strategically as an alliance partner? What can Congress gain? What can NCP gain?
I think our Goa Pradesh Congress President, Sri Girish Chodankar, has made a statement in the press that he is in talks with Mr. Jai Philip D'Souza, who is the president of NCP. So that means we are in talks. Whether they fructify into an alliance is a different issue.
Whom does an alliance with NCP benefit? It's a win-win. It's a win-lose.
You see, if you go in for an alliance, it's basically because Congress is the major opposition party to this government as of now. Congress has a presence in, I would say, all.
So the point is, if there has to be an alliance, Congress has to be the pivot.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Congress would also be heading the next government.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, as far as what are the benefits, because we see some benefits, we are talking. Now, if they are reasonable, I'm sure the marriage can take place. If not, the High Command will take the call.
What's the range of reasonability?
I don't know, boss, because I'm honestly not involved in it. I am not involved in it.
Point two, which is a very, I think, controversial as well as most looked after alliance, is the alliance with Goa Forward. How do you look at an alliance with Goa Forward? Do you individually, personally believe that it's of paramount importance that it happens? And again, whom does it benefit?
I think as far as Goa Forward is concerned, talks are going on. Whether they will, again, materialize into an alliance, I'm not too sure. As far as benefiting, I think one would go for an alliance, if at all. If there are benefits. If there are no benefits, why should you go for an alliance? So, let's wait and watch what is the outcome.
Is it the fact that there are clearly two thought processes within Congress when it comes to Goa forward?
I would say that this two thought processes are when it comes to an alliance with any party. For the simple reason that there is one group that is in favor, one group that is opposed to it. But then as a family, I think all would accept whatever decisions are taken by Delhi.
So once a decision is taken, whether it is for alliance or against the alliance, you are saying these divisions within the party are not going to come into play.
Should not. Should not. Because end of the day, we are all here in the Congress party because we believe in the party. We believe in the ideology of the party.
The question comes, as far as Goa forward is concerned, is what happened pre-2017 and post-2017. And there are two very fundamental aspects to it. Is Goa forward was pleading for alliance, if I may say, in 2016 with the Congress. Congress refused to get into an alliance, and we know what happened after the election. Two questions. Number one, whether the stand taken by Congress in 2016 of not allying with Goa forward, was that an error of judgment? Number two, the way Goa forward behaved after 2017, will that have any strong bearing on the decision making of the party at this point of time?
I think all these factors would be considered by the High Command, no? They would definitely consider all these factors.
You are the working president of the party.
No, as I said, this will be decided by Delhi. This will be decided by
What do you
leaders.
think?
Personally, there's been a lot of confusion in the Airbus. I really do. I was not associated with things that time. You have one version, you hear one version from Goa Forward, one version being put by the Congress party. What is the real truth? I wasn't present.
So I completely understand that you are not in the thick of things. However, my question is very simple. In 2017, do you think, irrespective of where the blame lies, do you think that in 2017, Congress and Goa Forward should have faced that election as alliance partners?
I don't know, but I believe after 2017, post 2017, Congress and Goa Forward should have made an effort to come together.
Before Goa Forward went
To
with the BJP.
Yes.
You don't think that the events before the elections had a very strong bearing on the events after the election when it comes to Goa Forward and Congress as well, probably?
I think the problems that really tickled Goa Forward or rattled Goa Forward was certain statements that had been made by the party, the local leadership in the party, between date of voting and date of counting. I think that vitiated the atmosphere. And then post counting, those crucial hours, there are a lot of different stories that are going about. And nobody knows what exactly is the truth. Some try to paint it as a mistake of the Congress party not declaring a chief minister candidate. Some said that is just a pretext that was used by Goa Forward. They'd already finalized and had an understanding with the BJP before. So what is the truth become very difficult for me to comment on.
But you believe as of now, as of today, it's time to bury the hatchet?
Yes, if we want to have an alliance, we have to bury the hatchet. If we want to have an alliance, we have to start a fresh understanding with that element of trust. If there's no trust, it won't work.
What about alliance? If there is no trust, there is no relationship.
There's no relationship. There's no alliance.
Yeah. What about MGP? Because I think again there are two thought processes within the party. One talks about a certain arrangement, one talks about a certain alliance. So you come from Salcette. There is a point of view with which Salcette looks at MGP. What is your personal view about it?
My personal view is if we can work with MGP also, there are benefits. There definitely are pros and cons. And I think the party is also seized with this issue.
What do you favor, an alliance or an arrangement?
Because I don't know.
Or there is a new word used called alignment.
No, I don't know. I've not heard about alignments. I've not heard about alignments.
Yeah.
I've definitely heard about alliance. I've heard about
Arrangement.
arrangement.
Okay.
But anyway, alignment is again another A. So
Another
all,
A.
all A's. But I think that is a call that has to be taken by the High Command again. It is not. Sudhin Davlikar is also very clear in what he wants to do. His party president, his brother Deepak, has categorically said that they don't want to align with the BJP. So I think we are open for talks.
Salcette. We spoke about Salcette. Now we'll talk about Salcette first, then we'll go to rest of Goa. Do you think as of today, because there are so many parties in the fray and so many parties fundamentally vying for the same vote share, do you think Congress still maintains the same stronghold over Salcette that it used to maybe in 2017? I would talk about 2012,
Boss,
but maybe 2007 or 2017.
I can assure you
Yeah.
that Congress, the Indian National Congress, is going to win all 8 seats in Salcette. 8 seats we will definitely win.
All 8.
All 8 of Salcette.
You are saying the entry of AAP or the sudden entry of TMC is not going to affect the prospects.
Won't disturb us.
Why are you so confident?
Because that is the ground reality. The party has been organizing meetings, block meetings. We can see the response. We can see the enthusiasm of our workers.
What about beyond Salcette? It is the general perception that Congress hasn't done much, and especially after 10 of your MLAs shifted sides, to bolster itself in non-Salcette areas.
I'll tell you, the mere fact that these 10 have gone has strengthened the party. You may think that the party is weaker. No, it hasn't. Because the voters are disgusted that they feel let down. They feel betrayed. So they definitely are going to stand by the party. The party will have to come out with something wherein we win the confidence of the voters.
So as a voter, let me ask you as a voter. My simple question is, okay, confidence building is step 2. How do what is the surety today that the same thing won't be repeated again? If as a voter, I stand with Congress party. Where the biggest confusion in every voter's mind, Congress may get around 17, 18 seats again, and then there is that 2/3 that will go with the BJP.
No, you see, I don't understand why the media keeps harping about defections from Congress.
I said as a voter I'm asking.
No, I'm talking. I'm telling you.
Now suddenly you turned me into a media man.
Unfortunately, you have both the titles with you.
Okay.
A voter, a citizen of Goa, and heading a media group. Okay. Now, as far as defections are concerned, tell me which party has not had defections? Why we are only harping of Congress? Haven't we had defections from BJP? We have till today people who have left BJP and joined Congress. They're still with Congress. Recently I've seen in Punjab, haven't Aam Aadmi Party people deserted the party or defected? Defection may be a wrong word because they've resigned from AAP and joined the Congress party. So it's happening all over the country. What is happening in Bengal? BJP MLAs, BJP MPs are resigning and joining AAP.
TMC.
Joining TMC. So it's all over the country. Yes, in Goa, the voter is disturbed. The voter is upset with what happened when the 10 people left and joined. But I know that our Mr. P. Chidambaram, our senior observer, he is toying with the idea of coming out with something wherein, you see, we would try and morally bind the elected representative, or morally bind the candidate from defecting. because we know that the voters are hurt. We definitely appreciate that. But let us not
We are
forget.
talking about a
let us
kind of a
not forget-
confidence building exercise in black and white.
Exactly. That would be one of the strategies. You see, let us not forget the party is not bad. The party might have underestimated these 10 guys. The party might have erred in selecting these 10 MLAs as Congress nominees. The party is not bad. The party today admits its mistakes, and that is why we are planning to go forward.
You are saying you are the victim.
I'm not saying we are the victim. I'm not saying I am the victim. Yes, the party is the victim because of the party. You see, you take those, you take some of them. I mean, they were not even known. They won basically because of the hand symbol. They won because of the party. So, where is the question?
Will your selection of candidates at least give people of Goa some confidence that this is a changed, revamped Congress?
Mr. Chidambaram has been at every meeting saying that it will be the block committees that will identify the candidates. He has said that no names are going to be sent from Delhi down. Names will come from the block and then go through the process to Delhi. And it is assumed that there would be 1, 2, 3 names that are recommended. Out of that, Delhi would select the candidate. But it starts with the block. So earlier, yes, you might have said that everything came in from Delhi or whatever it is. Here it is coming from the block. So that is how would be one of the confidence building measures too.
What we are seeing, and it's a very interesting thing, we couple of months back we are talking about BJP having this problem of plenty, because they have plenty of sitting MLAs and plenty of their own cadre aspirants.
Sure.
Today, I think it's a very ironical situation that we are also talking about a problem of plenty for the Congress. Rather, a manufactured problem where Congress has decided to take multiple aspirants for ticket in each constituency. How is party going to handle that problem?
I think every election this problem arises, where there are many aspirants. Unfortunately, there's only one ticket. So, you'll have people that are getting upset. Tomorrow, if denied the ticket, I myself would be upset. Though I am clear in my mind that I'm not going to stand on another party ticket. So, I'm very clear in my mind, okay, that I will support whoever is the party
Is the
candidate.
official party
Yeah,
candidate.
I will support.
And you feel that if you are the candidate, then the other aspirant should also do the same.
I would hope so.
As coming from your constituency today, and I saw a nice big hoarding where it was a guarantee of Congress, then if Congress comes to power, will cancel the 3 linear projects. Now, there is a serious allegation that has been consistently leveled against you, because from 2007 to 2012, you were the environment minister. And most of these permissions as far as coal handling is concerned at the Mormugao Port Trust were given during your tenure. How can you be the person who gave the permissions in 2007 to 2012 and then put up these fancy hoardings in 2020 and 2021?
See, if I'm not mistaken, don't catch me to the year, but if, off the cuff, if I'm not mistaken, permission to bring coal into Goa was not really given by Government of Goa. Government of India has identified ports for specific purposes. And Maramagoa port was identified for to be the entry point of coal one of the entry points into India. So permission to bring coal into Maramagoa primarily came from Government of India. I believe the first permission was given to bring in coal from the Goa State Pollution Board in 1994. During my tenure, the board might have renewed permissions. There is also another very interesting aspect to this. There was a permission granted or to use the right word, consent to operate was that is the term that is
That's the term that is used.
Okay,
Yeah.
consent to
The
operate.
end result is same.
The end result is same.
Yeah.
You're right there. Was given on 2nd of March 2012. I will ask you,
And if I'm
When-
not mistaken, the elections were held
on the 3rd of March.
On the 3rd of
On
March.
the 3rd of March.
I remember, yeah.
Okay. You tell me which government officer is in office on that day.
I don't know.
Because all government
But the
officers.
permission, it
No, no,
looks so suspicious.
I agree with you. I agree
that
with
your
you.
government was in such a desperate hurry.
No, I agree
that
with you.
one day, 24 hours before voting, your government wanted to give the permission.
I agree with what you're saying. I'm not disputing that. That's why I said it's very strange. Next, I've never heard of permissions being granted during election code. Election code was in force.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've never heard of any permission being granted during election code. Third, if you look at that letter, look at the gap between the 2 and the stroke to show the month. I believe the permission was granted post elections. Okay, once code had been removed. And last and the most important thing, Aleixo Sequeira as Minister of Environment was never a member of Goa State Pollution Control Board, nor was Digambar Kamath, Chief Minister of Goa, a member of Goa State.
Come on. Now
Trust
that's like you're trying to take the refuge of technicalities to give yourself a clean
I am
sheet.
not taking any refuge. I am not taking any refuge of any technicalities. Goa State Pollution Control Board is a body that is appointed by Government of India. It is not even appointed by Government of Goa. So I don't understand why all these allegations. It has been said in the media recently that I have signed, they've got proof of me and Mr. Digambar Kamath having signed on the files or something like that. I challenge anybody to show my signature or not even Digambar's signature.
Anywhere on the file. That's an open challenge now.
It's an open challenge to anybody.
Produce the paper.
Produce the paper. I'm willing to accept. And trust me, if that is produced, I will not stand for the next election.
That's a big gamble you are taking.
I am, because I have never signed any file of Goa pollution.
You are so confident.
No, it is not.
You are saying if that paper is produced, you will not contest this election.
Contest the next election is my word of honor to you. No file of Goa State Pollution Control Board came to me
that's a big commitment you are giving to the people of Goa.
I stand by my statement. Files of Goa State Pollution Control Board came to me only to answer.
Saying, show me my signature or apologize.
Yes, withdraw your charge. I am telling you, Goa State Pollution Control Board's files came to me regarding what? Assembly questions. I had to answer for whatever they did. I had to stand up in the assembly and answer. I have not signed a...
And the allegation that the consent to operate was given 24 hours before voting. You are changing the same argument or turning the same argument on its head, and you are saying that if I was busy with my election, how can you blame me?
Not only busy with my election, I want to know which officer is available on 2nd of...
You made another very serious charge. You said about the date.
Yes.
Are you making an allegation?
I'm not making any allegation. I've never been involved in day-to-day affairs of Goa State Pollution Control Board. I was not involved. I am throwing a challenge.
Do you feel
I'm
that the
throwing a
permission
challenge.
was given after election, but the date was put off before?
That is what I believe.
It's a very serious
That is
charge
what I believe.
on an autonomous body.
I don't believe it was that way. I believe it was done post-elections.
And the date was forged.
I am not making a charge on the date being forged or anything like that. I am challenging anybody to produce my signature on any file of Goa State Pollution Control Board. Files might have come to me for administrative purposes. Files might have come to me for, as I said, to answer questions in the assembly. No other file of the Pollution Board came to me regarding any permission. Never.
You're so clear about it.
It's a challenge I'm throwing.
Okay. Now this is the moment this interview hits the air, I think it will be a very, very.
I'm
this
challenging.
is going to kick some storm. Okay. My final question to you, and again a personal allegation against you, and I am tempted to ask you this because
Please.
because it is Aleixo Sequeira, and you have always been candid, you have always been frank, and you have
Please.
always been straightforward.
Please.
But this pertains to you individually and your business. So
Please.
uh, Congress has taken a very firm and very vocal stand against the amendments to TCP Act on 16B. There are allegations against you that you use the same section of law to convert one of your properties. How do you respond to that, and how do you defend it?
I believe as an individual, I have a right to safeguard my business interests. Party aside. Party came up against 16B post my application to rectify what I saw as a mistake vis-a-vis my property.
How?
If you went, I have it here with me. If you went by the regional plan for the year 2001,
Yeah.
my property was declared as reference, as in the settlement zone. If you went by the regional plan of 2021, I have the proof here.
Yeah.
If you went by the regional plan of 2021, my property was declared as orchard, or was shown as orchard.
From settlement to
From
orchard.
settlement to orchard. As per the guidelines prevailing in the Town and Country Planning Office, as per the guidelines under the Act, the board is authorized to change, to rectify.
Yes, if
Such-
your property was settlement in 2001, and if it has been shown as orchard in 2021, government as a policy decision
As a-
came forward
exactly,
and said that you can rectify.
You can
it.
rectify it. So I have applied under that.
So you're very-
I have not applied under 16B. I
So
have
you are
a-
very clear. You are saying this is not conversion. This is a rectification.
This is not conversion.
This is rectification.
This is rectification, 100%. And let me be honest with you. Why I did it, I really don't know. For the simple reason
Yeah.
is that property is falling in NDZ area. So I can't build anything on that. But there is a hue and cry to say that I am in love with Mr. Vijay Sardesai
Yeah.
because he has changed the zone of my property. He has not done any favor for me. It is my right.
You are saying you are in love with Vijay Sardesai,
No, no.
irrespective of this.
I have never said I am in love with Vijay Sardesai. I have said Vijay is my friend.
Yeah.
Having said that, let me be clear. I will not compromise my party's interests because of a small plot of 1,575 square meters. Vijay has not purchased me
So
with this act.
the plot is 1,575
Square meter, only
75 square meters.
Yes. And Vijay is my personal friend. He has not bought me and he can't buy me with this conversion.
And you are saying this is not under 16B.
No, it is. It is. I've told you.
It's a rectification.
It is a rectification. I've been very clear about it. And I definitely believe that I have to protect my business interests. Who would not, if in my place, who would not do it? Now there are cartoons circulating of me going with
I
a
know.
bouquet and all those things to Vijay. What rubbish?
I never thought I'll see memes on Aleixo Sequeira.
No, but
Finally we have come to that. So I
part
was
of the-
compelled to ask you
it-
this
it-
question.
it is part of the
Although
game.
I know this is a very personal nature.
No, it's part- I'm
but
happy you asked.
I thought that looking at the memes that are circulating in your
I'm-
constituency,
I'm
I thought
happy-
I have to ask
no,
you.
no, I'm happy you asked. At least I have a chance to clarify. What exactly is happened there?
Aleixo, time is completely up, but thanks a lot. Candid as ever. I only hope that there is more clarity as we come closer to the election, and as a working president of the party and a very frank and very outspoken and straightforward working president party. All the best to you. Pleasure talking to you.
Thank you for calling me. Thank you.